takes it up. This one word that you're moving here or you're changing, it's not what they said to me. You're changing it. So it was very interesting, the dynamic of, and we remained friends after that, that's good too. But the dynamics of, some sentences are just not going to be perfect in English. But this is how they said them, and I want their voices to come through. This was Peter Pollack. He was our youngest interviewee. He was like 3 years old. And it's actually amazing. He was in the glass house, lying on one of the benches. And he remembers some things as a 3-year-old from there. Okay, so this is a funny story. So the last interview we did was in Haifa. And we were told that Karl Lutz has a street on his name in Israel. But when you Google Karl Lutz Street, and in Hebrew, nothing come. Finally, a friend of mine, somehow he got it. They wrote it as Shara Lutz, as you could see. And so when we took the taxi from our interview to the train station, we said to the taxi driver, we need to go and take a picture of Karl Lutz Street. So the taxi driver was really gung-ho about it. He actually knew where it was. I don't know if Charlotte put, yeah. So now first there was just a name, and then he looked and he said, look, on the other side of the intersection, there is another sign, and it says a little bit about what he did. It's in Hebrew, but it says a little bit about what he did. So I want to add to this now one thing that some of you might wonder, why it wasn't known in Switzerland, why it wasn't known, why Israel didn't make it more fully known. So when Charlotte asked me to join her at the beginning, I started doing research, and I said, okay, Charlotte, this is very loaded story. We're opening a whole can of worms because in Israel it is a very political story as well, which I discovered. And we did not get into it. And we did not get into the politics, the Swiss politics or the Israeli politics in the book. I can write a whole other book about the Israeli politics, and I'm not going to get into it today. But just that politics seem to enter everywhere, and even though Charlotte said that all the groups, it's true, it's incredible, the groups work together, there were some things that remained very raw to this day. Okay, so